On. Ahoy! Welcome to a Hero Story, episode 10, 310, legacy
Oh, we're at
numbering.
10
Always
already.
always got to say that. Yeah, we're at 10 already. How about that? I actually when I wrote
Wow.
down 10, I was like, "Oh my god, look at that. That's a milestone, no?"
Double digits. Yeah,
Yeah,
this should be a special episode.
that's true. This should be. Damn.
It's two people instead of four, and we were just
Mhm.
discussing that there's not much news.
Yes, that there's we're actually talking about how little there is to talk about.
Yeah. So, but we
So,
got comics. We're
we do have
talking about
comics.
Marvel's latest cosmic story that I forgot the name already.
Imperial,
Thank you, Jonathan Hickman. We're
Jonathan
talking
Hickman.
Marvel's new fighting game, which I'm excited to get
Yeah,
into.
which you said holy
Uh,
shit in response to. I don't think I've
I
ever heard you
did.
say that
I did.
before.
I was in shock.
It was like you knew it was a big deal because Hunter said holy shit. And I was like, God damn, okay, wow.
The moment it was announced. Well, we were watching
Yeah.
live. Are we
Yeah.
just jumping right into it?
Sure, yeah. Let's go to that first. Why not? I know that's the
Um,
thing you want to talk about most.
that's why I'm here. Yeah, I like
Yes.
literally. I was just showing up. I'm gonna show it again. I got the Switch 2. Came out
Yeah.
today as recording. Came out hours ago as
Hmm.
recording. Hasn't even been 24 hours yet, and I haven't even opened it yet because I gotta talk about this Marvel fighting game, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
open it. But
But
oh
what is there
my
even
God!
what is there to play on it? What Mario Kart now? Right? That's it.
Oh, on the Switch 2, Mario Kart Worlds. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's $80, dude. Did you pay for the game? Did it come with
It's
it?
100. It's 110 here in Canada. That's how
For
much
real?
games are now. I got a deal
Oh.
because it's like the Switch bundle, so I guess I got it for like yeah, I guess
How
$80.
much was wait, how much was the Switch in Canada? How much was it? Switch 2.
I will give you the exact number. I'll check my bank statement.
Because that's because I remember thinking it was overpriced, and then now you're telling me that it's even overpriced. It's even
Well,
more
Canadian pricing's a
overpriced.
little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, $735
Oh my god,
for the
dude.
Switch with Mario Kart.
Holy shit. Let me just
I'm a
Google.
pretty I'm a pretty massive Nintendo fan. Like
Yes,
they
that
make
is
my
true.
favorite stuff. So like I was
Yeah.
gonna my whole thing, I didn't pre-order it. I was like, I'm
Mm.
gonna get it eventually.
You just what
Like I'm just
showed up
waiting
on the
for
day?
like, and I remember talking to some friends of mine that are also Nintendo fans when like the announcement was about to happen. I'm like, I will get day
$450.
one. I'll only get day one if it launches with a new like main Zelda title,
Okay.
or if it
Did
launches
not.
with a no, it did not, or if it launches with Mario Kart. And
Okay.
then it launched with Mario Kart. It's like, God damn it. I didn't pre-order. I wasn't planning on getting it until last night. I know
You
so
just
many people that are getting it. And I get every time I open up
you get
Instagram, it's just
FOMO?
people posting it. I'm just like, ah, maybe I should get it. You
No,
know?
I
You get
I
that feeling sometimes?
I mean, not for this, not for
Oh
seven
yeah, yeah.
hundred dollar expenses. I get FOMO for like movies and stuff.
Yeah, where you see people seeing it and you're just like, oh, I should see that,
Damn,
even
I
though
gotta go
you
see
weren't
this. Yeah,
planning on
like
it.
Karate
Yeah.
Kid Legends. Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that Sunday. Haha.
I saw it already.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. You're right.
Yeah. But like the Switch, I was like, I told myself I was getting for Mario Kart. So then today, I'm just like, they're probably sold out. But my work area is next to a GameStop, so I had a 15-minute break. I'm like, I could probably just walk there. So I walked to the GameStop, and I'm just like, you guys got any Switches for people that didn't pre-order? They're like, oh yeah, we got tons. I'm like, oh damn it,
Nice,
okay, sure,
sweet.
take my money.
Damn.
I guess I was kind of hoping they'd say no in a way because then I would just be like, oh well, I'll get it
Hmm.
eventually. But no, they said yes. So now I
That's
guess I'm playing
crazy.
Mario
Remember
Kart
how hard
after
it was
this.
to get a PS5?
Yeah.
Dude, oh my
It took me
God.
almost a year to get mine.
I got mine fairly early, I remember, but it was like because I was like in a Discord server where every time there was a sale, every time it popped up, you click on it immediately and it's always gone. By the time you get to it, it's always gone. But I remember this time I was like on the toilet on my phone and I'm like I have nowhere else to be. There's nothing that's going to separate me from buying this right now. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
the thing popped up, I clicked on it instantaneously and I was like, "Hell yeah." I felt like a king, dude. Like it was like March, I think came out in November. It was like March of
Yeah.
2021. I had a PS5 and I was like, dude, I
Wow, that is
fucking
pretty.
it's yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like I literally felt like I was above everyone else.
Damn, you got away before me then. Yeah. Because I think it was a year. I worked at Best Buy at the time too, and I still couldn't get one. Like we get
Damn.
them in stock and they sell it'd be like, oh, these are all online orders, so we
I
can't
don't know where
find
I
them.
got it from. Yeah, I remember they didn't have any in-store ones. That was a
Yeah. It was also kind of lockdown was happening,
COVID.
so
Yeah.
like, yeah. weren't a lot of customers even allowed in the store at the time. But it was tough. But I guess I read somewhere there was like a shortage of a certain chip needed for consoles, and that
Yeah,
shortage doesn't exist anymore. That's why there's a lot of Switch 2s. And I asked the guy at GameStop, I told him like I'm shocked you guys have them. And he told me they got like hundreds. I'm like, oh,
nice.
okay. That makes
That's
sense then, I
good. At
guess.
least that's good.
So I'm glad. I'm happy and I'm excited to play. You should get one maybe.
No,
Yeah, I
eventually,
know.
I have no reason to. My Switch is like right behind the computer. It's like all
Mhm.
dusty and shit. Like I don't,
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't
That's
really have
fair.
anything that I would play on it.
I'm a big Smash Bros. Fan, so if that were to launch, I'd be more excited. But I like Mario Kart. I'll play it.
Yeah, but I don't. I would never play. I don't really play Mario Kart by myself.
I played 8 Deluxe online like crazy. So
Yeah, I guess. I guess
that's
you could do it online as well. Literally, the
yeah.
only thing I would ever play on Switch is like Fortnite.
Oh,
Genuinely.
hey, Fortnite's probably on here. There. I got
There you
another
go.
console to play on, like my fifth console that has Fortnite, I
Yes, you
guess.
could play by yourself, but like different five different consoles and your
Yeah.
phone.
Oh yeah, because that's available now, right?
Yep.
It came back to mobile.
Hell
All
yeah.
right, sure. Oh yeah, so Marvel to Token, I think it's called.
I didn't actually look up the title. I thought you
Hold
had the
on.
title. I was really
I
confident in the
think
way that
it's
you had said it.
Marvel
Marvel
to
fighting game. Marvel
Yeah, it's
fighting
called
souls?
no, it's called Marvel Token Fighting Souls. Or
Marvel to
Tokon?
what is that? Is
I
that a
don't know.
company?
What does token mean?
Let's look it up.
Well, I know what token mean, but Tokon.
Yes, Tokon. Oh, it's a type of martial arts,
That's cool.
I think. Maybe who knows?
Well,
It
yeah,
also yeah,
this
okay.
is sorry. What were you gonna say?
It also means a small part representing the whole. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Interesting name. I mean,
Yeah.
so this was a surprise announcement. We were both watching the PlayStation Presents the other day, and
Yeah,
it was
state of
announced
play.
there. Complete surprise. Wasn't leaked, which is
Hmm.
crazy. Sort of rumors about. Yeah, okay, I'll get into it. I'm one thing I love more than Nintendo games when it comes to video games is fighting games.
Fighting
That is
games,
my
yes, we
go-to
know.
thing.
We do
I
know.
love fighting games. Well, I'm letting the audience know, I
Yes.
guess. Street Fighter 6 is my most played game ever, as far as I can
Already?
tell. I think so.
Is that the newest
Unless
one?
like came out 2 years ago, and that's all I've been
Damn.
playing for the past 2 years,
I
really.
do see
To the
that.
point,
Sometimes I like check PlayStation. I'm like, what's everyone playing? And it was like, I'll wake up in the morning. Let's say it'll be like 10 o'clock, right? And I'll check and I'm like, what's everyone doing? It says Hunter was online like 3 hours ago, which for you is like 3 in the morning. I'm like, God damn, dude.
sometimes I wake up before my shift and I'll like play like 5 matches and then go
Damn.
to work. I don't know, it's fun. It wakes me up too in a way. I love Street Fighter. I love Smash Bros. If you count that. I love Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Guilty Gear, Tekken. Like fighting games is what I love, and it's what I grew up
Hmm.
on in a way. So Marvel vs. Capcom is the Marvel fighting game and has been forever. And there's been rumors for so long that we're getting Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Hmm.
But if you remember in 2020, I think Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite came out and it sucked and no one liked
Was
it.
that
It did poorly in
2020?
sales. That's my guess. It was
Uh-huh.
like, it might even 2018 or something like that.
Hmm.
But it was a really
I do
bad
remember that
Marvel
one.
fighting game. There was no X-Men in it, so it was around that time, of course. I think there was some Inhumans, but like X-Men were gone, and like X-Men were huge parts of Marvel versus Capcom. Like
Yeah, I mean,
they were staple characters.
they were part of the reason everyone liked it because they
Yeah,
just look
like
fucking cool.
Magneto, even like characters like Doctor Doom,
Cyclops,
Fantastic
dude.
Four, yeah, Cyclops. No, they're not on Infinite.
Light
So it's
blue
a
Venom.
huge,
Have you seen those
yeah,
Hasbro figures?
I have, yeah,
They look cool.
pretty cool.
They do look cool.
But so people were just like, okay, I guess that means Marvel vs. Capcom's dead. But then last year they released like a collection of like all of them
Hmm.
together in a bundle. So people were thinking this must means that they're trying to bring it back and making four. But that's made by Capcom, of course, and Capcom's make Street Fighter, and they're so focused on Street Fighter 6 that's getting constant monthly updates. So it's like, how the hell are they going to make this while focusing so much on Street Fighter 6? Just yesterday, Street Fighter 6 got its biggest update ever, where there's like new
Hmm.
stages and characters and outfits and everything.
Damn.
So it's like, how are they going to do this? Arc System Works is another company. They made Dragon Ball Fighter Z and they made Guilty
Oh,
Gear.
see, I was like, I've been watching videos of people react to it,
Yeah.
because all chips on the table, this did nothing for me. I saw the video. Here's my train of thought. My train of thought was when it starts, it's like the blue and white aesthetic, and I went, oh, Fantastic Four. And then I saw Captain America shield. I went, okay, wait a second. Wait. Like wait a
What
minute,
is
what is
this?
this? And then it was just like I mean, it's not just a fighting game, but it's not really the type of game that intrigues me a lot. But I did see a lot of people going crazy over the company.
Maximilian dude.
Yeah, I
That's
did see
like the
that. Yeah,
main.
yeah.
Yeah, that guy, that YouTuber, he's a fighting game YouTuber.
I've seen him before.
He's
Yeah.
been begging for a Marvel fighting game for years, and he got his career off of Marvel vs. Capcom. So like
Mhm.
this was made for him in a
Hell
way.
yeah.
But yeah, Arc System Works, they've been rumored to making Dragon Ball Fighter Z 2 for like the past 5 years here.
Nope.
And they did confirm that they're working on something big, and everyone
Mm.
just thought it was Fighter Z 2, which would have been
And it was
cool still.
this.
But it was this, yeah. Which no one, it was never leaked or anything. No one would have expected
Yeah.
Marvel to go to someone else that isn't Capcom to make their fighting game. But here it is. So it's like it's similar to Fighter Z and Guilty Gear. It's tag team.
It does look
It
fun.
is.
Who were the
It's got the frame rates.
who were the characters in it? It was what Captain America,
Yeah,
who looks cool.
I have an image pulled up here. Yeah, and one thing they mentioned in the video, I'm sure a lot of people have watched it by now, but they sent in designs for all the characters, and Marvel sent it back saying, no, make it if you were designing the character from scratch. We
Mm.
don't want them to look like what they usually look like. So that was kind of cool to see. So that's why they look
Yeah.
very like they have their own costumes that are
And they
very
look really cool.
different.
I mean, so I have the listed confirmed fighters, 8 so far. Captain America, who looks cool. Iron Man, who
Mhm.
looks sick as fuck.
Gundam, yeah, he
Iron Man
looks
looks
so
so
cool.
cool. Maybe the
I think
coolest
he's the
Iron
coolest
Man
looking.
has ever looked.
Yeah,
Ms. Marvel, who looks,
yeah,
she looks like Ms. Marvel.
yeah.
Spider-Man, just another weird Spider-Man design.
Yeah, I'm not a
It's
big fan. I
like
don't
kind of
like
like
the
the one in
hands.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah,
Star-Lord, another one of those like weird Star-Lord designs.
yeah, a little
Um,
odd.
I just got a fucking pop-up ad, dude. Okay, here we go. Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, Ghost Rider was there. That was cool.
Ghost
Robbie
Rider looks
Reyes.
relatively the same as he usually does,
Yeah, but he just
which
is
is
cool
fine.
though. Yeah, Robbie
Yeah,
Reyes
yeah,
Ghost Rider. That is too.
yeah.
Doctor fucking Doom,
With a
who's got
gun.
with his trademark gun. He's always got that gun, but he's
Yeah,
also got the fur around his cloak, which is sick.
yeah.
And Storm, who also looks really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, the main thing, and this is kind of also how I feel about Marvel Rivals, is like I like the design and I like the exposure. You know what I mean? I like
Yeah,
the
it's
way it
good.
looks, and I like
It's
that
good.
it's just a different, it's a thing. Like I'm happy that there are Marvel things that don't
Mhm.
appeal to me, but like appeal to
Of course,
other.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
And
like
Iron Man looks cool. He looks cool.
he looks really cool. And they did
Yeah.
say like it is 4 versus 4. So
Mm,
they're obviously going to be adding a lot more characters. And they did say it's
yeah.
out in 2026, and in the coming months they'll be announcing characters up to release.
Who
So I
would
could see them announcing like a character a month kind of thing.
who's who wish list?
Well, if 4 versus 4, you got to have all the Fantastic Four in this.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of a given. And then like the characters from Marvel vs. Capcom that are pretty iconic. Like I want to see Venom in blue. I want to see, and you can do that as a skin, I guess. I want to
Mm.
see Magneto and Cyclops. I want to see more X-Men. I know it's generic, but Wolverine would be cool in this game.
Yeah, Wolverine would be cool. I mean, X-Men definitely, right? I mean, Storm's there.
I'm trying to think of
Um,
characters that you don't see in games very often, like characters that
there's
aren't in
probably
Marvel
gonna be
Rivals.
like the
Silver
Hulk.
Surfer.
Silver Surfer would be
Yeah,
cool. Hulk will
the
be there.
Hulk, Thor, like the ones that are obvious.
Yeah. Daredevil. They still don't have in Marvel
Daredevil would be
Rivals.
cool. That's true. Why
It's
is he not in Marvel Rivals? I feel like he
I don't
fit
know.
that more. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't fit that more.
I don't even know who's next in Marvel Rivals. Like I have not been paying attention to whatever
I
the.
think Blade.
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like we've seen Blade and
Yeah, he's on like a map or
yeah,
something.
he's like hanging out with the Fantastic Four, but we got the Fantastic Four and we didn't get Blade.
He's probably next. They said every 2 months they're announcing characters
Mm,
for Marvel Rebels. So,
yeah. Yeah. What
but
about
no, like,
who's like an
man.
oddball? You know who's an oddball? I could see this character in there, like Devil Dinosaur or something. It seems like
Oh
a fun
yeah,
design you could go crazy
Nimrod,
with. Oh, I would love, dude. I would love Nimrod just showing up and wasting mutants.
Dormammu. I could actually see that happening.
Wasn't he in Marvel versus Capcom?
I think he was. Yeah.
I think I remember that. Dormammu
Do
would
you
be
like?
cool.
Do you like Green Goblin? Like,
I'm
dude.
looking at a poster right here, Spider-Man stuff, and I'm like Hobgoblin, dude, or Green Goblin. Yeah, either one of those would be cool. I mean, I'm just kind of into this to see the character. I'll probably play it a little bit at least. If it's
You probably
free at
get
some
it.
point, I don't know if I'll get it.
Oh, I don't know if they'll be free. I think this will be paid.
No, I'm not, maybe not immediately. I'm saying like if it's ever free, probably that's when I'll
Oh, I
play it.
see. Hmm.
Um, but I really just want to see the cool designs. I do love the reimaginations of stuff, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not your basic fighting game. I know most people, when it comes to fighting games, they think of Mortal Kombat and
Do you
Injustice.
think
Those are
people
seem to be like
wanted
the
injustice? People think they wanted
I
injustice.
if this was like Injustice, I would be a little disappointed. I'm glad that it's more of the fast-paced anime style fighting game.
Hmm.
Because this type of thing, you can see the first thing in the trailer, Captain America hits Iron Man like above a building and jumps after him. Like I
Hmm.
like how
It's like
fast this
cartoony and
is.
stuff.
Yeah, and I like how like they jump high in this, and it's quick. You could tag out, you could tag in. They even said you can just main one character you want and have the others as assists, or you could just switch out entirely,
Hmm.
which is cool. You can see in the trailer this they do this in Dragon Ball Fighter Z 2. You can hit characters out of the
The
stage to another
transitions.
stage and then
Yeah,
jump there. So
that is cool.
it's more fun than like
Do
Injustice.
you want Injustice 3? I know people always talk about Injustice 3. Do you think they should do it?
I desperately want a DC fighting game. I wish I would prefer if it's not Nether Realms.
That's never going to
Or
happen though.
or if it's not okay, sticking with Nether Realms, don't do Injustice. Just make like restart. I don't want evil Superman coming back. I don't want to be like, oh, this
Mm.
character can't be in the game because he died in Injustice
Injustice
1.
Zero Year or Injustice Reborn or something. You
Because
want like,
remember in
yeah,
Injustice 2 had Joker in it, but it was like, oh, this guy's from an alternate timeline, and every character dialogue with him would be like, Joker's dead. It's like
yeah.
I
Same with
don't
like Green Arrow and stuff. It's like, no, I just want like
yeah.
regular. I want to play as good guy Superman. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Instead of
Yeah.
like every time you play Superman against someone else, they're like afraid of him.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I rather they just restart. Don't make evil Superman. Just do like what this is doing. Just have a new fighting game
Yeah, I
that's
mean, they should
DC.
license out more, right? I mean, DC in general, their gaming has been fucking lacking. It's just been
Yeah,
Batman, and then it was Suicide Squad, and then it's nothing,
and then it's
right?
canceling the Wonder
Yeah.
Woman game. But Marvel has this. They have Marvel Rivals. They have the new like Black Panther, Captain America game coming out. The new Iron Man game coming out. Spider-Man 3,
Yes,
Wolverine,
X-Men, Wolverine. Yeah,
X-Men.
I apparently Iron Man is still happening, even though they
Yeah, they are.
killed
It
Black
is.
Panther. I did hear that Iron Man is still happening.
Apparently,
That's
Iron
cool.
Man is like it's pretty well off in development too.
Yeah,
Like if they
I
were to
mean,
cancel it, it wouldn't make sense
listen,
per
I
se.
fucking was saying last week about how they got to show us that Bond game. I wanted to see that Bond game, and then it fucking happened finally. I wish that into the ether. I'm gonna wish the Iron Man game into the goddamn ether. Please bring it back to me. I want to see gameplay.
Yeah,
I want to see
yeah.
Iron Man shoot some shit. You know,
The Bond game, it's just Hitman, right?
I mean, it's the Hitman guys, but it's
I
like,
didn't realize it was the Hitman guys, but watching it, I was
yeah,
just like, this seems like Hitman.
yeah. I mean, I'm so excited for that game.
That's a good thing though. Hitman's a
Yeah,
good
I
franchise.
mean,
They're
when I
great
heard that
games.
matchup, I'm like, oh, yeah, that works. Hitman just kind of
Actually,
transitioned
yeah.
into like spy stuff, you know? Like all the
If you can
mechanics for
give,
spy stuff
yeah,
is there in Hitman.
yeah. Hitman is a spy game essentially,
Yeah,
just with more dress up, I
yeah.
guess.
And so I'm like, yeah, fucking give me that immediately. I didn't know. I kept thinking like, is it going to be an actor they're going to cast as Bond, or they're just going to go with like an original design? And it's an
Original. It's
actor
like,
apparently. Apparently, it's a
oh,
guy that plays young Dexter in Dexter. I never watched Dexter. I don't even know who this fucking guy is. But apparently,
is
it
this
is an
what
actor.
Sean told you?
He looks. I mean, maybe. Oh yeah, yeah. Sean did say that, but I saw before that. But he just looks like a
He,
guy to me,
yeah, he
right?
looked. I said he looked like Nathan Drake, which
Yeah. I
Nathan
mean, he's got
Drake
the
looks like
scar,
a
which is
guy.
like a Ian Fleming Bond thing. I'm happy about that. Anyway, I'm just excited for that game. I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm not really a Bond fan, so
I
I don't
think
know if I'll get this.
I think like this is the way that they should treat a lot of franchises. Like I think you need to like people I don't like, especially classic franchises. Like I think about this a lot where I'm like, okay, James Bond as a thing maybe isn't. I mean, it's not popular, but it's not like how it would have been, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, however long. And so you got to make it like an experience now. Now you know what the movies are like. Now you got to like put people in control of it. I think gaming for like a
Oh
lot of these
yeah.
things, So like like I think you know make a Bond game obviously, but like I feel like this with a lot of things. Like make like a Conan game. I don't need a Conan movie. Give me a game everyone would play that because it's just like a cool barbarian
Yeah,
savage game. Flash Gordon. Nobody gives a fuck about Flash Gordon, but I bet you would make a fucking cool game. I guarantee you that'd be a fun
yeah,
video game. You know what I mean? It's just like do that
yeah, yeah. You're right.
because movies
Huh?
like how many space movies have you seen versus like how many in-depth space games have you really played? You know?
Not a lot. Yeah, for
Yeah,
space, not a lot. I played a
that's
little
what I'm
bit of
saying.
Starfield. That sucked.
I
I
didn't like
played the
Starfield
two.
either.
I played the two Jedi games. And
I like them, but they're not
I
space. They're
like.
Star Wars games. There's like a difference, you
Okay,
know.
not well.
I mean
The Ubisoft Star Wars was
that
kind of.
new Naughty Dog game looks cool.
Do we know anything about it?
Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, spaceships.
Yeah, but I have no comment until we see gameplay.
Yeah, apparently there was a little bit of gameplay. I don't know, but yeah, I think they should do that with franchise. I think that'd be fun.
I trust Naughty Dog though. Like I love Naughty Dog a lot. I hope there's a
Yeah,
little bit of multiplayer. I played a hell of a lot of Last of Us multiplayer when that was
really.
around. I was so sad that they canceled Last of Us 2 multiplayer. I probably had like
Mm-hmm.
50 hours in Last of Us 1
You ever play
multiplayer.
Uncharted multiplayer? It was fun.
No, no, I know
It's
about
fun.
it, but
I've heard
Last of
tale.
Us multiplayer. Yeah, I've heard tale, yes.
Yeah,
But
Last of Us
Last of
multiplayer
Us
was fun.
multiplayer was great. I really enjoyed it. I wish it was still active. I don't think
Yeah, no
either servers
way.
are down or people
I
are
mean, they
playing
don't even
anymore, but
have that version of the game. That version of the game's not even the definitive version anymore. They remade
that's
it.
true, yeah. That's true, yeah. Huh. Oh yeah, Marvel
Rip.
fighting game. That's my dream game that I didn't expect to happen. So
Hell yeah.
that's all I gotta say about that. That's the podcast apparently because we got.
Yeah, I mean, I have some things I wrote down that the Fantastic Four tickets went on sale yesterday. Did you buy them?
Oh, I gotta buy those still. No, I'm seeing on the Saturday.
Oh yeah, you did
Oh
say that. You're gonna suffer. I love that.
yeah,
But I didn't
yeah.
buy my tickets yet. But I keep hearing that the AMC website crashed as a result of the Fantastic Four
Really?
sales.
What?
Allegedly, like it. I did check yesterday, and it wasn't working properly. I will say.
Interesting.
Um, but the main theater, I think it's funny, the Lincoln Square one. I'm trying to look at it right now. There's when they were selling tickets for that one, that's the one with like the huge IMAX. And this movie's actually they talked about how it's going to be filmed. It's actually some of it's on film and like it's using different aspect ratios. Like it's actually doing interesting stuff for the movie theater. And so that
Yeah.
theater like crashed. I know that that theater was not working at all. And I think they had to shut down the website and to bring it back just for that one, apparently. Those big,
Oh,
like,
okay.
film projector movie theaters, IMAX movies. Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
excited for that. I mean, obviously, it's Fantastic Four. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
I think, like, checking my theater at the time that I'm going to go see it, it's not full at all. Like, it's not even close to full.
I'm sure
But
mine won't have any sold yet because it's not a big
I'm like
one.
I can wait to buy tickets. I don't need to buy these tickets right now, you know. Um, but I actually
Why
did.
wait?
Why wait? Eh,
Hmm.
I feel like yeah, I guess you're right. Why? It's not like it's going to change anything. Yeah,
Yeah, out of curiosity.
I guess you know what? I didn't even actually think about it. Is it July 25th? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the theater right now. There's like 5 tickets. Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm excited. Did you hear that the Superman tickets are going on sale this week? I think those I will buy immediately.
Oh yeah, those I'm seeing day one. That I
Those I'm
can't
like a
wait.
little afraid. If Fantastic Four crashes the website, I actually think Superman's gonna like crash the website, air quotes, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, there was an article that came out about how Superman is tracking to do, and they said that like it you know it has huge internet like backing like and I think that's true. You kind of see it everywhere, not
Yeah,
just like in
everyone's
posters, but
defending.
it's like memes and stuff or just Superman related.
Yeah.
Um, but the internal tracking I think is very interested because they talked about the budget, right? The budget is apparently 225 million, which is a lot of money, but apparently it might be low for a Superman movie. I don't know. I don't know if that's more or less than
Yeah,
Man of
I
Steel
mean,
was 10 years ago, but
I
it's still a lot
don't
of money.
I, you can't really predict it because tickets haven't even gone on sale yet.
Yeah.
So
But
I
yeah,
feel
it
like
also apparently
the
it said that they're spending more than the normal amount on marketing for this movie. Like they're spending over
really?
on marketing for Superman. Yeah.
I don't really. Okay, I guess. I mean, I see Superman stuff, but I'm also following Superman stuff. So
Yeah. You
okay,
want to hear the tracking that they have? The domestic opening weekend. This is ridiculous number. 175 million domestic, which is huge, by the
that's
way.
insane. Yeah.
And they think it could end up with a billion. I don't think it will. I don't think it will make a
No.
billion. This is their in their most hopeful dreams. I think it has a very good chance of. I think there's no way it's gonna flop or fail, like people say.
No, no.
Um, I think it's gonna do well, especially if it is good. And I think
Do
that
you
this is
think,
one
or
real
I was
quick.
gonna say, do you think, yeah, you go.
I think this is one that families are going to be more inclined to like. I feel like Fantastic Four is like a young adult movie in the way that a lot of MCU movies were, you know. But this is
Yeah.
like a movie I feel like you might actually take your kids to see over
Yeah.
the Marvel movie, you know.
Yeah, actually, I agree with that.
If
I
they're going to pick
think,
one, I mean, it's also Jurassic World at the same time, but if they're going to pick
it's like
one
dinosaurs.
out of Superman and Fantastic Four, I think they'd probably pick Superman. The thing is that there's never evidence, and people think that there is of this, but there's actually not that more choices to see affects each other's box office. Like it turns out if there are more good movies in theaters, more people will go to see them all. They all like
Yeah.
movies like people might think, oh, I don't like going to the movies. But when you go to like see a good movie, you want to go to the movies more. When you have a good experience, you go,
Mhm.
oh, yeah, I like going to the movies.
I think it's more like a budget thing for some people,
It
especially
is definitely a
families. It's
budget thing.
like
Yeah.
if you have two kids, you're paying for two extra tickets there. You're paying
Yeah.
for potentially a popcorn for them and everything too. You're paying over $100 to see one movie. So the fact
Yeah.
that there's
Give
two
that
coming
money
out
to
of the month,
Superman.
yeah, it's like they
Three.
have to
Yeah.
pick. And yeah,
I think the families will pick. I hope the families pick Superman. My God.
me too. That's the one I hope that makes the most as well. I
Yeah.
will probably see it more than once in the theater, and I'll probably do
I
the
I
same for
mean I think
Fantastic
I
Four.
probably will. I don't know why I wouldn't.
Yeah,
You
unless it
know,
sucks,
unless it
which it could.
sucks, dude. Don't even. Oh my God.
It's very possible. I mean, it
I know
is.
it's
I don't.
possible.
I don't
Everything's possible.
think
It's
it
possible
will.
Fantastic Four sucks. I'm way more okay with that.
I'm not okay with either, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. But did you hear the tests where apparently people today are so internet savvy that they know what the test screenings are. They can just read like the descriptions of it and they know what the test screenings are. So apparently a bunch of super fans in California, nerds, went to the Fantastic Four test screening. And when it was over, someone in the crowd yelled mid.
I did read that actually.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? And
That's
mean
kind
and
of
like mean
funny.
spirited.
Yeah, yeah. People that worked on the movie were there
Feige
too.
was there, dude. They said Kevin Feige was there. It's
Poor
awesome.
guy's probably so stressed these past 5 years.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's awesome though. I mean, I hope it's not mid. I really do. But if it
I
has to be
keep,
mid
I
out of
keep,
this and Superman, I'm picking that.
I keep thinking Feige was on a podcast like 4 years ago, where he mentioned that every time a movie comes out, he has a meeting with everyone and they discuss what went good and what went bad.
Yeah, yeah.
No matter what the movie did. They just talk about, okay, even if this movie was like Infinity War or No Way Home, they still say what went bad here. I imagine those meetings are so long
Yeah, I
nowadays.
know. Like coming out of it, you're like when it was, yeah, like you said, when it was like Endgame, everyone loves it. We did nothing wrong. And Spider-Man, like we made $1 billion, we did nothing wrong. And then they
Yeah.
keep going, and then it's like the run of Thor. So it's like Doctor Strange. You went, okay, we probably could have done some other stuff. And then it was
Yeah.
Thor, and they're like, all right, so how long do
Because
we
even Chris
have?
Hemsworth is like, that
Yeah,
wasn't.
and then like a year later, oh my God, and then Ant-Man, dude. They must have,
Mhm.
though apparently I read in this book that they thought Ant-Man was a banger. They thought Quantumania was like a really good movie. They were really proud of it.
Yeah.
No, that movie sucks.
But they
That must have
must
been a
have had
long
that
meeting,
meeting
dude.
still, yeah.
The
Same with like,
Marvels?
yeah, I was about to mention the Marvels. Even
Yeah.
shows like how long was the meeting about Echo? It's
Yeah,
like how much money do
or
we put
Secret
into this?
Invasion.
Secret Invasion, oh no.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Do we have all day?
Yeah, it's probably
They,
multiple days. Like they're
they
just gonna
talk about how
extend
it's
it.
so difficult, or at least it was at a point, as like a person working for Marvel to get in touch with Kevin Feige. Where it's like
Mhm.
sometimes you have to apparently. literally run him down in the hallway and stop him and talk to him. Like you can't ever get him in a meeting or office. We can never find him
Yeah.
because he's so stretched thin. Like, yeah, why does that guy not retire? Like especially when this is over. Like, I'm sure this is a personal thing at this point. I don't know if it maybe ever was a business thing, but and now it has to be like, you know what? I have to fix this. Like, I have to write this
Yeah, no, it
shit.
100% is. Yeah.
I think that's
Because
what he's with the X-Men, especially where he's like, I always wanted to do this. I was on set for those original movies. I know how to do this. He's probably been
I
thinking
mean, a
about
lot of
that for 20
people
years.
just in the film industry, they look at like Martin Scorsese, like they will work till they can't.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
physically cannot. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see
Clint Eastwood, dude.
him
Clint Eastwood's
retiring.
95 and he says, I'm probably going to
Yeah.
direct another movie. No, you're not.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Do you hear that Martin Scorsese said he doesn't go to movie theaters anymore?
Yeah, because people are on the phones.
Does
Yeah.
that feel like really bad that we
Yeah.
drove Martin Scorsese out of movie theaters?
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Like
I you know,
those people suck.
I think it's been, I mean, at least around me, I feel like it's been getting better.
I don't know. Do you guys have a name for it in America?
What?
Have you heard of Tommy Texter? Is that just a
No,
Canada thing?
that might just be a Tommy Texter. Oh, we have a little
So
Tommy Texter over
there's
here.
a thing that plays before every movie that says like "Don't be a Tommy Texter,"
We
and it
have
shows like
stuff like
people on their
that, but it's
phone.
not Tommy
Yeah, there's
Texter.
Tommy Texter. There's like seven of them too. It's Tommy Texter, the
Who
Sally
is?
soundtrack, who someone that doesn't shut up.
Oh, let me look up
Um,
Tommy Texter. Is he like a guy? Can I see him?
it's like a cartoon, like
Oh, here we go.
it's a
Ew,
Cineplex
he's just like a
thing.
normal guy. I thought he
Yeah,
was
it's
gonna be
just
like a
on his
fun
phone.
cartoon. Tommy, you can't even see it. Tommy Texter. We have in AMC. We have
Yeah, that's him.
they do specialized ads, so it's like an ad will run right before the movie, and it'll depend on what other movies are out or coming out, but it'll be like related to it. So right now it's Lilo and Stitch, where it's like, "Don't be
Mhm.
like this," and it's like Stitch,
Oh, we get
yelling
those
at the.
too.
And
Yeah,
then the last one I remember was like there was a Sonic one where Sonic's like, "Hey, turn off your cell phones and enjoy the movie or
yeah.
whatever."
We have those same things. Yeah.
I oh god, I hope it's Superman. I hope Superman does one.
We have one of my theaters. It's like a montage of characters in movies saying "turn it off," and you can hear like a phone beeping. But it's like
That's
they got like 50 movie clips, and they just play over and over and over and over for like a
we
minute of characters saying "turn it off." You have like the kids from It when the projector's going. You have like the
yeah,
kids in the
yeah.
car in Jurassic
Turn
Park where it's like
off.
"turn off the flashlight." Napoleon Dynamite. Will Smith
Nice.
saying "turn your damn cell
We
phone
had
off."
I
Like,
remember so AMC has it's probably you probably know about it. It's the iconic Nicole Kidman video.
yes, I do know. I've
Yes.
never. I mean, I've seen it on YouTube or something, but
It's
yeah.
awesome, dude. It's somehow heartbreak feels good in a place like this. It's like it's her talking about how great movies are, how much it's awesome to go to the movies and stuff like that. When the lights turn down, we go somewhere we've never been. It's like plays
Oh
before
yeah.
every single movie.
It
And
doesn't
there's
get
one it
old.
no, I honestly never get tired of it. I really love it. It's become part of the routine. It's like, you know what?
It's like,
I gotta.
isn't it
It's
the
comfort,
thing?
dude. It's
It's the
like the
thing that
Marvel
plays right
logo.
before it starts, right?
Yes, right before the movie
It's like
starts.
after the trailers. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I'm like, this is like the Marvel logo. This is like I'm here for a movie. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
one at Regal, which is another theater chain we have, where I fucking hate it too. It fucking sucks. But it's someone like it's people going through the process every step of being in the movie theater where it's like there's people buying tickets and people buying popcorn and people walking in and people looking for their seats and turning their phones off. But they're all
Mhm.
speaking in movie lines to each other, and it's
Okay.
it's just like I can't even really think of many examples. Like there's one where like Danny Trejo walks into the movie theater and yells Adrian because he's like looking for his wife in the seat. She's like, I'm right here, Rock, or whatever she says, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, but it gets annoying so many times. There's one guy who's like selling popcorn. He's got a line where he's like, "So that's nice," and I'm just like, "Shut up." Shut up. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't like that one. I
Because
love the Nicole
it
Kidman
sounds
one.
cringy.
I love the Nicole Kidman one. I hate that one. I don't know why. The Nicole Kidman one's
Yeah.
great. It really is.
I wish we had her here. This is Yeah, I'll mention it very. I'm like, do I mention it? Yeah, I'll mention it real quick. We have a theater that opened up in like 2018 here, but for or maybe 2018. I think it was 2018, maybe 2016. The first
Oh,
movie that
okay.
played in there was Black Panther 1, but it is the best theater
Okay.
in my city, I
Is that
find.
the
Like
gorilla
it's
one? That's not the
perfect.
gorilla one.
No, I stopped going to the Gorilla One ever since this one opened.
Yeah, that's how I am actually. That's similar.
So weird out of context.
Is that the
But
gorilla one?
there every single time there is an ad, because you can like buy ads to play, like local
Yeah,
ads.
yeah.
There's an ad by a guy named Kevin Machado. Shout out you,
Kevin.
Kevin Machado. He's a realtor. And
Oh,
he has a different ad every like few months. But he ever since the theater opened, he's done one. So it's
damn.
like it's tradition now when I go, I'm just like, can't wait to see Kevin. Like that's what
Mm.
I'm here for. If it's like a movie that I don't think will be good, I'll be like, at least I got Kevin.
At least Kevin's here to
And
watch it with me.
he's just walking around a home, be like, we got new homes here in the city, and it's just,
there's a
I don't know, I like him.
I do like that. The AMC up there is probably too like I don't we don't have we have a local theater here. I hate that fucking place. I always hated it since I was a kid, and everyone liked it
Is there a
more.
gorilla in there?
There might be a gorilla in there. There might be a
Oh,
hundred gorillas waiting there.
fire
Um,
breathing dragon.
but yeah, yeah. You don't even get me started on the fire breathing dragon. But I hate it. And because when I was a kid, my dad took me to the Regal. And the Regal's kind of far out of the way from where we live, at least a little bit out of the way.
Hmm.
I never thought it was far, but it's out of the way. And the other one is the local one is closer, and everyone always liked that one. But I always just thought that I'm like, this is a movie theater. Like I want like high class shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't want
Yeah,
sticky seats and ripped cushions and shit. I want to see like I'm here for cinema, man. You know,
yeah,
like that's
yeah.
always how I felt. And then when they opened up a huge AMC in my mall, like when I graduated high school. So ever since then, that's when I've been going to that, and that has the IMAX and everything. They have
Yeah,
an
yeah.
ad now for AMC. They changed it. It was probably last year they changed it. I remember the first movie I saw in front of it was Dune 2. But it's now a whole thing where they're like, they're introducing the theater when the lights go down and whatnot. And it's like um a script, then actors, then you have a movie. And all movies are great and they're going to be entrenched in history. And then there's a part where they go, we'd like to take a moment to thank our investors. And they thank the AMC investors in front of the
Huh.
fucking movie. I'm like, you can't do this somewhere else. I don't care about this. Who is
That's
that for?
crazy.
Thanking the investors. We'd like to take a moment
Yeah.
to thank our investors. And it says, like, thank you, AMC investors. Like, I'm here
Huh.
for just a regular movie, dude. You
Yeah,
know, that's
yeah.
so strange. Isn't
That
that
is
strange?
weird. No, I agree. That is weird.
Yeah.
So you stopped going there now?
So I stopped going there. I blew it up. I did
Yeah.
not. I did
Oh,
not. I did not blow it up.
we have a weird theater here as well that I avoid. Really,
The
it's the
AMC
one
is
with
the one I
it's the
like, though.
gorilla one. But yeah, that's
It's the
fair.
gorilla, the glowing red eye gorilla.
Yeah, I guess for context, real quick for
Don't give
audience,
context.
I literally live near. It's the place that I work next to. It's the closest to my house, so I'll see there if I'm seeing a movie alone that's like cheap or something. But it's a theater. You can look it up. It's called the Scotiabank Theater in West Edmonton Mall, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. There is a giant not life size, but like a giant gorilla
Is
statue
it
in there
King
with
Kong?
glowing. It's King Kong, but it has
Yeah.
glowing eyes and it growls and it's
Oh. Oh,
very
it does grow. You did
loud.
tell
Like
me
it's like
about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
kind of thing. It scared the
Still?
hell. It's been there forever since I was a kid, and it used to scare me so bad as a kid that I couldn't look up when I went to the theater. I had to like stay looking down because it looks like the eyes kind of. It's like little. This is my theory. I feel like the eyes watch you, like they move almost. It freaks me out as a kid. It freaks me out now. There's also a giant Yoda, a giant Michael Keaton Batman, and
I
these are
like
not
the
like a
Yoda. Yoda's
life-size thing.
cool.
It's like the size of a house kind of thing. Like these
Damn.
are huge. And yeah, and then the one thing that's no longer there that I mentioned briefly, there is a statue of a fire-breathing dragon that will breathe
Oh,
fire
okay.
on the hour every single hour. It
Actual
was like
fire?
smoke, actual real fire. It would breathe down. And you can feel the heat too. It would never come to the point that you can like touch it in a way. It was
You'd
like kind
feel the
of
heat
you
where?
like if you're near, there's a balcony to the IMAX area, and you can kind of feel it if you're standing there because the fire gets kind of close to you. It's no longer there because of, believe it or not, safety hazard.
That's
It was shooting real
crazy.
fire in a public area on the hour every hour.
For
And
decades?
yeah, decades. It shut down, I want to say like maybe 10 years ago now. So like
Okay.
2015 or something
Holy
like that. But
shit, dude.
you saw this, didn't you?
I
Did
didn't
I
know about
send
the
you
dragon.
videos?
I don't know about the
Yeah.
dragon.
I for
I don't think my any of my theaters ever had some crazy nonsense like that, dude. I just like looking at the standees. I just like looking at the posters and stuff in my theater. They don't got my theater has a fun like wall of quotes for movies and then like movie characters picture like a mural.
Oh,
And
that
you just had a fire
sucks.
breathing
I wonder if
dragon
I could put
and an
it
evil
in
King
the
Kong.
chat here. Yeah, I can. Look at the Zoom chat. I wonder if this will be for audience.
Here we go. Shared a file.
I shared a picture. Can you see the photo
Oh
there?
god. That looks like a
Yeah, that
gremlin, dude.
it was huge too. Like you would be like the size of its hand there.
I don't like it. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of starting to feel that. I don't like that.
It was massive, and yeah, breathe fire every hour, and it was loud too.
Damn.
So I didn't like going to this theater. And to this day, the theater's still open. The dragon's there. The gorilla still is. It's King Kong. I'm just calling it gorilla. But I don't. Last time I was there, I saw long legs,
Mm.
and I went
Didn't
with
you
two
see
of my
Mickey
friends.
17 or something?
Oh, I did see Mickey 17 there. Never mind.
Yeah.
The last bad experience was long legs. I saw with a friend of mine. I think I might have said this on the podcast before, but my friend ordered a large popcorn because his girlfriend was with him and they were
I think you did
sharing.
say that.
And the person at the desk said, "Just for you?" Like, bro, like that's so mean.
That's
And then
awesome,
his
man.
girlfriend went to the bathroom and we were
That's
waiting for
horrible.
her. So like we watched her go in and the guy walked out and bumped into her like a really big guy with a massive
Damn.
beard out of the women's washroom, bumped into her, looked at the sign, we're like, oh, duh, and then kept walking. Like,
What?
no, he must have went in there, was confused, like, oh, there's no urinals, oh well. And then I don't
But
know. I've
that
always had a weird experience there, except for I guess Mickey 17, but
I I don't think I ever, thank God, deal with like bad. You know what I hate? Do you guys have Alamo? We have Alamo Draft House in America. And that's supposed to be the place
no.
for like cinephiles, right? That's the movie theater if you're like serious about movies.
Oh, okay. You'll see like
But what
you'll see
I
over
don't
the flower
like,
moon there.
yeah, yeah, or what did I see there? The Boy and the Heron. Um,
Hmm.
and they replay a lot of older movies a lot too. But the thing that I fucking hate about the Alamo Draft House, first of all, their popcorn trash.
Mm.
Popcorn is pretty essential to the movie. I
It's
love the
Australian
popcorn.
popcorn.
Yeah, and I hate the Alamo popcorn. And so, but anyway, the thing I really hate is that you basically have okay. So you have your seat. It's a recliner. You have a big swivel table in front of you, and there's a
Mhm.
menu and a pencil and a button.
Ooh.
And you take the menu and you look through what you want. And there's a little light underneath your little table thingy, you know, the swivel thing. So if you want to write something during the movie, but you take it, you write what you want, you put the note in your little in the thing. There's like a pocket there, and you press the button, and someone comes over, grabs it, and then eventually whatever you put down, they'll bring it to you. But what
Okay.
I hate,
Yes.
what I hate is that this is supposed to be this mecca for cinema. I'm here because like I'm here around real movie people. They all want to take this movie seriously, but every time there's something happening, there's always a fucking guy going, so did you want the large one or did you want like,
Oh
like
yeah, like
and it just
interrupting. Yeah.
drives me insane. It drives
Takes
me
you out of it.
crazy
Yeah.
because like they're crouching like they're ninjas, but I can see you. I can see your shadow. I
Yeah.
can see you move and I can hear what you're asking. You're like,
And it takes
God
you out because
damn
then
it.
your focus goes to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wrote soda. Did you want like a Coke or did you want like you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
dude,
That's so weird.
it
We
drives me
have
crazy. Maybe that's just me. I know people love Alamo and it's great theater, but that drives me fucking insane.
That's so weird that they do it while the movie's playing. We have that
Yeah, man.
here, but there's like warnings like, hey, once the movie starts, that's it, you're done, kind of thing.
We have
We
like the
can't,
AMC app. You can order food to. I mean, it's a dine-in theater now, but you can obviously you can order your popcorn at the concessions, but also the app allows you
yes.
to order to your seat
Right.
um, when you're sitting, which I think is way better. I guess it's not better for during the movie. I'm not going to pull my phone out and order like a pizza during the movie or whatever. And I guess at the
Mhm.
Alamo, I could just write down halfway through the movie, I could kind of go for a hamburger right now, you know? But at the same time, it's like I'll just eat after the movie or I'll eat before the
Yeah,
movie. You
yeah,
know, like
yeah.
I don't need the dine-in experience at a movie theater. I really that's not an appeal to me. Just give me the popcorn and move along. You know,
Hmm.
I'll take like a pretzels, I'll take snack things, but like a cheeseburger, you know.
I this might sound very Canadian. When I go to those theaters, I only see musicals in those theaters. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, it became like a
So you
thing.
can sing along with them and feel no shame.
Yeah, I realized that I've only gone to those theaters for musicals like after the third musical, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll only see musicals here. So, oh, I guess I saw Barbie there, but they have some
They
music in
sing in
it.
that movie, don't they?
Yeah, but
Just Ken.
I get poutine. That's like a finger food, right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
yeah, finger
Canadian
foods.
thing,
I
yeah.
think finger foods are fine, but they have some wild shit on the AMC menu, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get something that requires two hands.
Yeah, oh god. Anyway, random rant, but yeah,
Comic podcast, yeah,
yeah.
going.
Superman. I think that's what we started with. Superman.
Yeah.
Excited. God damn it.
Is there more news?
I just wrote Dan Slott Marvel
Oh yeah.
divorce.
Dan
Um,
Slott's gay and divorce. Not the
yes.
political version of
I
divorce happening right now,
Yeah,
but
no.
there is a
Yeah, not
divorce.
that kind of divorce, unfortunately. Not a fun, silly Twitter divorce. Between two gay men during Pride Month. Good for them.
Hey, yeah.
I
It's sad for them, but yeah, I get for
That's true.
them.
Yeah, we never want to see a breakup. Anyway, um, Dan Slott posted. I don't really think this is. I mean, it's interesting. I guess it is a talking point. But Dan Slott posted today that he just gave his last page over to Marvel, and it's not that he's quitting Marvel. It's just that he's been completely taken by DC. Um,
Oh,
and I
okay. I thought there was more
think,
drama to
yeah,
it.
no, there's no drama to it. He's just writing that Superman book right now, so he's not doing any Marvel books. But I do think it is interesting that a Marvel lifer who I guess I assumed was a Marvel lifer like Dan Slott is now like gone done with Marvel at least for now and fucking doing Superman. You know, it
Yo, this is like Bendis in
it's
2018.
literally like Bendis, yeah. But it is interesting that Marvel never can poach the DC guys, but DC's constantly got like the better carrot. You know,
Yeah, they do.
it's it,
So I get it. I get it.
yeah, I get
And
it too.
honestly, Dan Slott, I'm sure no one's gonna write Spider-Boy, so you don't have to worry about your
Yeah,
reputation
yeah,
leaving
yeah. I mean,
Spider-Boy
if
there.
someone, I mean, but the thing is, if somebody writes Spider Boy, they might kill him.
That's okay.
Not for Dan Slott.
That was kind of mean. I'm sorry. I've never
Yeah, as
read
a
a single
child,
Spider-Boy
I think
issue.
people like Spider Boy now. I think maybe
Oh, do
we're the
they?
like we're the assholes now.
Yeah, I've
I don't
never
know.
read Spider-Boy,
I've
so
heard that people like him, kind of. Like I really genuinely saw people talk about how they think he's fun, and I was like, maybe like I'm an asshole. I never really gave it any weight of anything when I heard Spider Boy, you know.
yeah,
And
I
it
felt
does, to be fair,
annoyed.
sound fucking
It's like
dumb.
another Spider-Man character, but this time it's not
Yeah,
even a teenager. It's before that.
and there's a Spider
Isn't he? I think
Girl.
he's 10. But at the same time, I love John Kent and he was 10. But that's because he's the son of Superman. This is just a guy. He's
This
like
is
a
just some
kid.
kid who
Like,
like Peter forgot about.
oh
Bailey,
yeah.
Bailey something maybe.
There was a Spider-Girl too, you're right.
Yeah, there's a new Spider Girl who's getting her own book.
There's a
I
Spider-Man
mean,
and Ant-Man.
Dan Slott is like one of those guys where I think he's fun to rag on, but I do think if you read his books, they are good. I thought Spider. I mean, I had fun with Dan Slott on Spider Man for a long time, especially Superior Spider Man.
You like how he wrote Silk?
When I was a kid and that issue
Oh
came
no.
out, I didn't really like. I was. It's the way that he draws Ramos, right? Like the mouths are just like like they're like into each other. They're like, it's the way he draws people kissing. It's like this is my example. It's like the I don't know,
Oh, when
but
they kiss. Okay, I'm like, I thought you meant in general, just the way he draws mouths. I'm like,
no, no,
I don't
no. When
understand
they
what you're
kiss, it's and I
saying.
would just remember like looking at it and being like, "What is like that? Looks so weird." I never really thought about how actually weird. I don't know if I understood what the deal was with Silk and the
Oh
pheromone
yeah.
thing when I first read it, but
Yeah, I just looked it up.
yeah,
Ugh.
but I remember
That's
being
so
told.
weird.
I remember being
Oh,
told that that was an important issue to own. So that was my only opinion on Silk at the time.
I hate God, you ruined. Okay, I just Googled Spider-Man and Silk and went to
Yeah.
Google Images. It's one of the first images you can see them kissing.
Yeah.
Ew. It's like they're
Yeah,
eating. It's like they're
they are.
eating each other.
It's like they're eating each other, and I think someone says that. I think like I don't I never got it when I was a kid. I did not get the pheromone thing, but it's it is strange. The pheromone
Yeah.
thing. I don't like it. It's already like I thought it was already weird when it was like Spider Woman's thing, and she's like, the new
Oh yeah, she can
Avengers.
make. I forgot she can make people fall in love with her. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all the new Avengers are like, you know, think you should have told us earlier. Like, I have just been, I can't say that, but thinking about you all all night, like, and it's crazy. Like Peter's like, I have a wife, and like it's kind of weird that you made me think about you so explicitly and never told us that this was like not my fault because I feel like an
Yeah.
asshole. I already thought that was weird, but then to make it so
I
that
did
Silk
too.
and he
Yeah.
like are
They
connected
also had it. Yeah. I
via
think in
like
New Avengers,
the
like issue
spider.
4, when Spider-Man first walks in, Luke Cage says, "Damn."
Yeah, that's
That's the
true.
first thing.
Yeah, that's true. And then I think Tony, I read this recently. Tony says something along the lines of like, Miss Drew in the most respectable way, I want to say. And then Luke Cage says, damn. But it's like, Tony, what were you going to say?
Yeah.
In the most respectable way possible. It's like,
His
what was
eyes
he
follow.
exactly? What was he actually going to say? I don't know what that was about. I'm like, is that Bendis just thinking that this character is hot or like, is that
Yeah, it
Bendis
was.
gooning
It
over the
was.
pages that David Finch has given him? Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Strange. I don't know. I always
But
thought that was weird. I thought about
yeah,
that
and
recently. I was literally like, what was Tony gonna say there? What was the point of Tony? And she's a scroll, by the way. Don't forget that. She's a goddamn
yeah,
scroll.
she was during that.
But I
Yeah.
was always like, what the hell's Tony? What was his plan there?
I do respect Dan for
Yes, Stan Slott.
saying that he regrets this.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's weird. It's definitely weird.
yeah, he does. He has come out and been like, "Look, that was dumb of me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I did that." And it's kind of disrespectful because it's like, "Hey, everyone, I have like an Asian superhero.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna make her just like
Sex
really horny
addicted.
all the time."
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
So
our token white boy. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it is nice that he has come out and been like, I don't know what I was thinking. Look,
Yeah.
like I get like sex sells, but this is like her first appearance.
Yeah,
Like,
and I do think I not only does sex sell, I think sex with Spider-Man sells. Like you know what I mean? Like you could there's probably a million covers of every character in the Marvel universe kissing Spider-Man at some point, you
yeah,
know?
you see those covers by Terry, forget the name, the one that did
Terry
the
Dodson.
controversial one of like MJ holding the mug. It's like, oh, that's weird how her body's like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, J. Scott
He
Campbell?
has like the yeah, that's J.
Yeah,
Scott
yeah.
Candle. He has like a cover where it's like every woman around Peter and
Yeah.
he's like
Yes,
smiling.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But have you seen that Marvel's redoing the are they're making new swimsuit issues?
Yeah.
Love it. I'm
It's
gonna
because of
fucking
Marvel Rivals.
I'm gonna read that. When I found out about the old Marvel swimsuit editions, it's kind of like this weird revelation of like, oh wait, this is all silly. They'll sell anything. You're
Yeah.
like there's no integrity in story or anything like that. It's like, what can we draw that sells? And I think
And
that
yeah.
they've gotten me because like 100% I'm buying this new one.
The Colossus one?
The Colossus one looks hilarious.
Yo.
There's there's one in one of the issues that's an ad in one of these issues where it's like a bunch it's like the Avengers and like a pool party. I'm just like, my God.
Oh yeah.
They're all like
Yeah.
sculpted from clay, dude.
Yeah, there's like woman hanging on Tony. There's two characters or four characters in the
They're
pool
playing
doing like
chicken.
the yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I can't even find the I can't even
So it
find it, but I'm
worked.
gonna buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
anyway.
mean,
Yeah.
comics.
Comics, yeah. What did you want to talk about first?
I
What
mean,
did
you
we
just
both
were
read? We both
holding.
read Imperial.
Yeah.
Jonathan Hickman, God, I hate saying these guys' names. Federico Vincienti and Iban Coelho. I think that's how you say their names. I have no
Gustavo
idea.
String. Sorry, that was mean.
Yeah, that was mean and racist. And we're gonna clip that and we're gonna cancel you.
Yeah, I'm
But
sorry. I
this
noticed
is
right away though, so it's okay.
so it's all right. Okay, yeah. This is the retexturing, reformatting, re everything of the cosmic Marvel universe.
Because Guardians of the
Uh,
Galaxy wasn't very good recently, so it got canceled.
yes, and Hickman
And
has
we
come
haven't had
in
Guardian book in
to
like 3 years, 2 years. I wanna say.
Hickman is here essentially to like I'm trying to think of when they've done something like this, but he's this is like kind of I guess like a Krakoa in a sense, where it's just like a big new relaunch of
But just
Cosmic Marvel.
space.
Yes, like this
Not
it's like a
specifically Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah,
just space.
it's like Annihilation. It's like we're taking a swing with the cosmos.
It is like
And
Annihilation, yeah. But it's
it's
the lead character is Bruce Banner.
yeah, it's interesting as well. So yeah, we're taking a lot of things we've built previously, recently especially where um like as where the cosmos is what I'm saying, where we haven't really addressed Planet Hulk, World War Hulk, like at least where
Scar.
yeah, Scar, any of that stuff recently, but it's not like that didn't happen. It's not like Hulk didn't have a place in space.
Mhm.
The same with Jason. I feel like we haven't seen Peter Quill's actual dad in forever.
10 years, I want to say, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a long time. There's stuff like the Kree and the Skrull are united because they both ruled by Hulkling, which is a empire. I think that book was called.
Yeah,
Like
it's an
we're
empire.
taking all the modern stuff, and Wakanda's has a place in space because of Ta-Nehisi Coates. So anyway, putting all those elements together, shaking them up. Someone described this as the red wedding of cosmic Marvel, and I think that
Oh,
that is a proper way to put it.
interesting.
And I think this was a
Yeah,
cool issue.
okay.
I think this was good.
It was, yeah. It's the main plot is they take a Hulk takes a ship and he brings Amadeus Cho, Brawn, and She-Hulk. And he says,
Yes.
I'm just bringing you because you guys are my family, and I'm going to my family. I'm looking for Scar.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like the three Hulks are I almost said Hulkling, but I guess it's someone else.
He's
They're
not
going to
technically
space
a Hulk.
together. Yeah, and they arrive at the Sakaar?
It's like not Sakaar. They said it's a Sakaar, like it's like a neighboring
Sakaar and
planet.
Nevo.
Yeah,
Sakaar
whatever
and
that
Nevo, they
means.
say.
It's essentially Sakaar.
Yeah, but it's been a long time since Hulk's been there, obviously. Like, when was
Yes.
World War Hulk? Like 2010?
World
Something
War
like that?
Hulk? No, that was like 2008, 2009. That was
Yeah, that
pre
was
Norman
close, yeah.
Osborn. That was pre Secret Invasion.
Right, yeah. But it's been a long time since Hulk's been back here,
Mm-hmm.
despite it being
Yeah.
referenced a lot. So it's cool that we're coming back. And he's wearing like the gladiator outfit, so She-Hulk and
Yeah.
Brawn.
They look cool.
They look really cool. They
I
kind of
yeah, this kind of
sorry, go on.
I don't know how well it tracks with what Hulk has been doing in his book by Philip Kennedy Johnson. That's been more like Immortal Hulk, kind of cosmic monstery, not cosmic monster,
Yeah.
but like horror monster kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how well this tracks really with what he's doing, but I'm happy to see this side of Hulk again, especially written by Hickman. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I love everyone calling him the World Breaker. They'll chant World Breaker. That's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. He says something like, "You don't know who I am," and they
Yeah,
all
have I
start
been
chanting
gone
it.
so long that my name has been forgotten? Yeah,
Yeah, it is
cool.
cool. They find out Scar's dead.
It's not Scar though. It's like another of Hulk's sons, Hero Kala.
Yeah,
Hero Kala.
yeah, but it's like
It's
another
pretty much
Hulk.
Scar. I mean, it's a son of the Hulk.
Yeah. After that, it cuts to Peter and his dad Jason,
Yes,
discussing his sister, who I forgot his sister's name already. I was gonna say Amanda, but
I don't remember either. Miranda, maybe
yeah,
Victoria.
she's in the Guardians run right before Bendis took over Guardians, I believe.
It's
Forget
Victoria.
who wrote that. Victoria, yeah. Uh, Peter Quill, hey, fun fact, he's not like he is in the MCU at all, really.
Nope.
He's not son of a god, he's son of a king, though, which is
Yeah,
where, so he's considered Prince,
his
Prince
his
Quill.
his dad crash landed on Earth and hooked up with his mom, and then his dad fled because he was being chased by the Badoon, and then they killed Peter's mom,
Yeah,
and then
so similar, but
Peter goes into space like as an adult working for NASA. He's not like a teen. He's not like a little kid when he gets
he's
taken to
not
space.
abducted, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But then he gets all up in I think it's just that he was like a bounty hunter at first. when he was like first created,
Yeah,
he
I
was
mean,
like a bounty hunter.
when he was created, he was like a pirate. He was the Star Lord. He looks. I love it.
Yeah,
He had a sword, dude. I love the
yeah,
design, the blue and yellow, the big.
yeah. It's really cool.
Love it. So cool.
And then it was in Annihilation. He was like involved with the negative zone or something like that.
Yeah, and Annihilation is when they like soft rebooted him. It's like when they made him cool. They made him like a grizzled war vet.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, he's like a really big beard. He's missing an eye, I think.
He is missing an eye. Yeah, yeah. He's got a robot
Yeah,
eye.
yeah. I think that might be retconned, or it's just like, oh, it just looks
I mean,
more
I'm sure they retconned it. He was.
kind of like how Eve Shape from
Yeah,
Fat Batman. He only has one hand. Technically, one of
it's
his hands is a
true.
robot hand,
It's
but it
true.
doesn't
No,
look
no, no,
like
no, no, no,
that.
no, no. He's got a clone Bruce Wayne hand. Remember?
Oh yeah, Alfred has the robot hand.
Alfred's dead.
Alfred also got his hand cut off. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dead now, but like his body decomposing, that
Yeah.
hand's
No,
gonna be all
Batman did have a
metallic.
robot hand for a while, but then they had a clone Bruce Wayne whose hand they waited to get to the same age that our Bruce Wayne was, and then they cut it off and then they put it on our Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
What?
comics. Yeah, like
Just keep
Star-Lord's
the
history is
robot
really
hand at that point.
complicated. But in a nutshell, after Annihilation, he became
The leader of
more
the
so
Guardians of the
in
Galaxy.
line of the MCU version. He wasn't really silly like he is in the
Yeah, he's
MCU.
nowhere near as silly
He
as the
never
Chris Pratt
became
version.
that character.
Yeah, but I still
So
like the Chris Pratt version, but I do really like comic Star Lord as well.
he's
But
more
he's kind of
serious for sure.
he's more serious definitely, but he's like I'm trying to think of
He's
like
like
a
Green Arrow.
character. He kind of I was gonna say he's more like Green Lantern. But also we have
Oh,
another character
totally.
in this
Yeah.
book
Hal
who's
Jordan.
way more like Hal Jordan, which is Richard Rider,
Nova, yeah.
Nova, who is like a I'd say Nova's like a fan favorite where it's like there's
People love
always
Nova.
a contingent of people that will ride or die for Richard Rider, which is kind of funny to say, but yeah, but he's like he is like a fan favorite. I think he really I'm happy he's kind of relaunched here. He's a character that always had like the most potential in the world, right? Or he's like especially when they in Annihilation or maybe Annihilation Conquest, and one of them they kill all the other Novas. So he's the only one left of the Nova Corps. I think he's really cool. I always thought he was
He's
really
awesome.
cool.
I love when he was on the Guardians of the Galaxy for a little bit in like the two that early 2020s, I guess I could say, like during
The
COVID.
Donny Cates one.
Donny Cates, he was so sick of Donny Cates. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the best Guardians team because they changed it up.
I do like that one.
And they gave us characters that people like.
Yes, like
It wasn't just
Beta Ray
like, all
Bill.
right, yeah, Beta Ray Bill, Silver Surfer for
Yeah,
a little bit of that run, not a lot, but still it was cool. So
yeah.
I'm like, okay, we have to use these characters.
I
We
also
have to
think
use Mantis.
I also
So
think Richard Rider like Nova's like a he's like a long he's got a lot of staying power. Like I think it's cool when you look at him because he was part of the New Warriors in the 90s, and the
mhm.
New Warriors were like the teenage group of heroes. Like you've kind
Yeah.
of seen this character grow a lot, even if you haven't really recognized it. Like I feel like he must have been super young when he started, and now he's like grizzled old war vet. He's got a beard. He's drinking at a bar at space. He's too old for
Leather
this shit
jacket.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not Nova anymore.
He carries around the helmet. But yeah, he even says
Yeah,
like, I'm retired
yeah.
to Star-Lord. Because Star-Lord needs to recruit a team for his dad. And so he goes to Nova first, and Nova says no.
Hmm.
But I guess skipping ahead a lot, his dad died.
His dad does get
Star-Lord's dad gets
yeah.
shot in the head
Yeah,
or in
I
the
mean it's
chest.
there's basically a conspiracy here. They called together the Galactic Council. Somebody's been poisoning um different rulers from different worlds, but it was all a ruse to get the council together so that they could plan an assassination. And then they find out that the shooter is Wakandan, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is war." So I guess they're going to go to war with Wakanda, or at least space Wakanda or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
Bruce was the one who found the Wakandan because they were using like a bullet that can turn. It's kind of like
a
Yondu's
mega
arrow.
beam, right?
Yeah.
Or like Yondu's arrow, yeah.
Yeah. So the Hulk finds it's a Wakandan. He says Wakandan a little. I don't know. You see the panel where he says Wakandan? A
Let me
little bit
see.
too much anger in
Oh,
that
he's
text
grinning. Oh
there.
my god, Wakandan.
Yeah, like ooh.
You got something to get. Have you? Are you just still mad about when they shot you into space?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a little bit of hatred in that.
Yeah, he's the
Like,
Hulk, man. He's got to be mad about it, I guess.
yeah, but it's like, oh, this, this is someone from your planet, dude.
Yeah, this
So
is he's you've been on the Avengers.
we don't know who this Wakandan is. Black Panther, like T'Challa, he's on the cover of this book though. So
He is on the top. He's on the very tippy top. T'Challa's also been. Listen, again, I don't know where this takes place in the canon right now, but in the canon right now, T'Challa's stuck in like a crystal on the Avengers planet that they have, like the Watchtower thing they have. He's like inside of a crystal fighting
okay.
like a revolution or something. He
Right.
just got out in the last Avengers issue. He just got out. So he just appeared, but he's been like doing some missions or something for some reason. I
Okay.
don't remember. Maybe to find that
Yeah.
missing minute or whatever they're always talking about in Marvel in Avengers. But yeah, T'Challa's been
Okay.
off the
Okay.
board for a little bit. Also, T'Challa's been poorly written for a little bit too.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard that for
Yeah.
sure. That
Have
it's
you
like
seen
Black Panther isn't worth reading right now.
have you seen there was an issue by Christopher Priest this week. It was like a sequel to his Marvel Knights run on Black Panther.
No.
I'm going to send this picture in the chat. This is the final page reveal. So basically, they do the thing to so it's like in the future. T'Challa's been killed, and they're fighting for they're doing the waterfall fight to determine who's king, right? And a guy wins the fight. He's got a Black Panther mask on, and he starts talking shit, and he pulls the mask off, and this is what the page is. Look, they're actually doing this.
Oh, I saw this. This was
Yeah,
real?
this is real. It's a white dude with blonde hair. He's gonna be the next Black Panther. They're doing Ryan Gosling as T'Challa.
That is Ryan Gosling.
Can you believe that?
That's real.
That's
Did this come out
real.
this week?
This week, 2025. Yeah. How about
Or-
that?
Wow, what are people saying about it?
I don't
Like
think
what?
people have very positive reactions.
I'm curious what
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Crazy.
first appearance of Ketema, a Caucasian son of T'Challa.
Hell yeah.
Why are you saying hell yeah?
Because it's just throw everything away. And like at this point, just fuck it all up, man. It's awesome. I love how dumb that is, man. God. Ryan Gosling as Black Panther.
This is the worst thing that could ever happen.
Ever. Do you believe they never really talked about this, but are you a proponent? I hate this theory. I think it's kind of stupid, but are you in the train of thought that they have been sidelining T'Challa ever since Chadwick Boseman died?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not reading Black Panther, but even like he was the leader of the Avengers, and now he's not.
But it's like they obviously didn't recast him in Marvel and X-Men 97. I think it's T'Chaka is the Black Panther for some reason. They're doing that video game with Captain America where it's also not T'Challa. And then in the Black Panther game that got canceled, apparently it was going to be like a pick your player type of thing.
Huh.
So I don't know that I agree because a lot of people are really mad that they did not recast T'Challa, and I still think that was the right
I
decision,
agree, yeah.
at least for the movies that they were making. I don't know. I could not imagine somebody else taking up that role and just having to
Yeah.
act like it didn't matter at all or like nothing happened.
Huh.
Um, but I mean, it's kind of interesting, I guess. I guess I'm not throwing it completely away, but I don't think it was a wrong choice to not recast him.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway,
Oh, sorry, I'm in I'm like reading people talk. Sorry, oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah,
Uh, continue on.
strange.
I like how this comic had the councilman. You can see like characters you recognize in the crowd, like Ronan the Destroyer is there, and Hulkling and Wiccan and
Running the
Super
accuser.
Skrull, and yeah, yeah, him.
Yeah, that
My
guy.
bad. At the end of the book, they decide to form a team. It's Ronan, Deathbird, Nova, Star-Lord, and Hulk. They kind of become a team to look for this Wakandan.
Yep. I mean, it's probably a. You know what I think? I'm gonna go on a limb here. Here's my big idea for a twist. Um, it's because it definitely wasn't T'Challa, or if it was, then I guess we really are abandoning this character. Um, I'm gonna say that the Inhumans had something to do with this because we haven't seen them in forever.
Oh,
And last time we saw
yeah.
them, they got shot out into space. And I think that maybe this is like Maximus or something.
Yeah, I could see this not being Wakandan, but Black Panther gets involved to kind of
Yeah.
join the group, being
I
like,
think
no,
they
like people
should
need to
re
do this.
I actually looked this up recently. It's like we have actually not seen the Inhuman royal family since that Death of the Inhumans book. It was like 2018. And in that they go off into space. And I have
Yeah.
been wondering where they've been. I mean, I think I forgive them. I think I forgive the Inhumans. I think I'm ready for another shot.
Okay. Yeah, you should watch the show for your other
No,
shot.
I'm not gonna do that.
How do you just see like issue two being like the small team that was just formed in the end? They arrive at Wakanda, like they just go there unannounced, and Hulk comes out in the Spartan armor and just says like one of your people just shot a council or an
Yeah.
emperor in outer space, and T'Challa's
Yeah.
just gonna stare at him like, what?
No, we
Like,
didn't.
what are you talking
What do you, yeah.
about?
Yeah, you're the Hulk, dude. You're dumb as fuck. What do you want me to believe you? Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. I mean,
But
obviously
yeah, I
it's
mean,
something else. I mean, they could even I mean if there's a boring story, it'll be Killmonger or something, right? But I hope it's more interesting. I mean, it's Hickman. I trust that there's probably going to be some other stuff going on.
it was a good book. I'll read issue two. Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
stay on it.
$7 though.
So,
$7.
I just bought the Switch too, man. I'm the richest person in the world.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Or
When
I
you sell it, you'll
was.
be the richest person in the world.
Yeah. $2 million. I already got four offers.
You did say that before. You're really sticking with that.
I said I had three offers before. I
Yeah. Now
have
you
four.
got another one, huh?
Yeah, it was
This
Harper. He just
this
messaged
book
me.
came out. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion. Miles Morales goes to the Ultimate Universe, meets Peter and Richard, um, and meets the Ultimate version of the Spot.
Oh, they're bringing back the spot.
Which so there's a couple interesting things in this issue. Miles meets the Spider-Man, fights the Spot. There's a fun exchange where Miles is shaking hands with Peter and Richard, and Miles says, "Hey, Spider-Man, I'm Spider-Man, and you please don't tell me your name is Venom." He says that to Richard because he's wearing, the
The
symbiote.
black suit, yeah.
And then Richard goes, "No, but that's not a bad name though. My name is definitely Venom now." And then Miles is like, "Oh Jesus Christ. Oh God, what did I do?" Richard
Sheila.
says, "Too late, my name is definitely now Venom."
So that's
Miles
how,
just
okay.
yeah, Miles just says, "What have I done?" um but the thing
Miles
that
just
I
stares at him for a
yeah, the
minute.
thing that I think is really cool about or an interesting thing I think is that in this issue the Spot, where is it? So the Spot refers to himself. He's talking to himself in the comic. I'm pretty sure it's the same as in the movie, but in the movie, the character's name is Jonathan Ohm. The Doctor Jonathan Ohm is the Spot. I'm
Okay.
gonna assume that is the same for the comics, but in this, he
Okay.
refers to himself as Tyrone. And I'm thinking, is this not the ultimate version of the Spot? This is the ultimate version of Cloak.
Oh, same power.
Same, yeah, kind of the same power.
Is Cloak's name's Tyrone?
Yeah, yeah. Tandy and Tyrone, Cloak and Dagger.
It 100% is, and it's going to be a mixture of the two.
It's cool. I think it's cool.
Black and white, spots black and white,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, sure.
No,
Cloak
no,
and
no, like
Dagger.
for what they wear, not their skin color.
Yes, but also, I mean, yeah. Um, but yeah, I
Okay,
I
that's
think
a
that's kind of
good
fun, right? It's
theory.
a fun little twist.
Yeah, it is a
Um,
similar power.
but a lot of this issue is them going uh Peter so it's just Peter and Richard looking at Miles and going, God damn, that's like a Spider-Man. Like we are doofuses. That's a real Spider-Man. Like they say when he says it, it sounds right. They're like watching him swing and they're like, how is he doing tricks and stuff? It's like these are the loser Spider-Man. And Miles is like
Well,
Miles
they're the
has complete
rookies.
yeah, Miles is now like the ultimate adventurer Spider-Man of the multiverse. He's like the peak Spider-Man right now.
Yeah,
And
right.
so I love that like reverberates where the other Spider-Man are like, God, this guy's cool. I like this guy. Like he seems like he's really good at being Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
The whole world, the whole Makers Council kind of gets a ping that the Makers technology. It's Miles's sister gets the card that the Maker gave Miles back in Ultimate Invasion. Billy, yes, he does scream. And so, but it's the Maker's technology. And so a lot of the characters are like looking at the Maker's energy wave up here in New York and going, is that him? Like, what the hell is that about? And you see the Ultimates who are just like, yeah, you have Reed, Doom, who's just like, that's definitely not the Maker. Like, that if that was the Maker, we'd probably all be dead right now already. If we were so
Totally.
unprepared.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Tony and Tony's like, how Tony is, where he's freaking out. He's just like, he's like, what are you basing that on, Doom? Like, how can you know that that's not him? And then Steve
Yeah.
basically has to be the one to say, all right, just take a chill pill. And they send the way the issue ends is they send Janet and Hank, and so they send them to go grab Miles. They grab Miles, but this is going to be the crossover, not just of Miles and this universe, but of this universe altogether.
Right.
The Ultimates are going to cross over with Spider-Man, are going to cross over with the X-Men, are going to cross over with Wolverine, are going to cross over with Black Panther, which is
Yeah, I'm
cool.
excited.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. This was the Marvel swimsuit ad. I just found it again.
Oh,
Yep,
oh
She-Hulk,
yeah, that's
and
the one. Yeah.
yep, you can kind of see
That's what
it.
I
But
was
yeah,
talking about. Yeah.
um, but yeah, I think it's fun. I think it's fun.
I do
Uh,
like that Miles is like the professional here.
yes, and because if Peter Parker is going to be doing his stuff, which an issue did. Listen, these issues are not that bad. These Amazing Spider-Mans, but really, I just love Pepe Larraz,
Yeah, isn't
and
that
I'm
back into
not
the
going to
art?
read when he's not right drawing it. That's
Yeah.
what I've just told myself. I'm like, you know what? If he's not drawing the book, I'm not going to read it. I'm reading it for him.
So you're
Um,
supporting Marvel, telling Marvel editorial, hey, I like this.
yes, but I like
Everything you're
him.
doing with Spider-Man is what I want.
Yes, exactly. Every other issue of Spider-Man, I love.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, Peter has a big hug with Aunt May, where he's like, Aunt May, if I push you away, I would never push you away. I would lose you that way. But it's like, dude, just fucking tell her you're Spider Man. Like, this is so pathetic at this point that she doesn't know
Yeah.
you're Spider Man. It doesn't. I don't care
Yeah.
about any of their interactions anymore unless she knows he's Spider Man.
Well, she might know, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
know what you
but
mean.
then just get there. Just get there.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
killer.
Or Killer. I don't care either way. I was happy when they did Killer. I mean, I wasn't alive then, but I was happy with the idea that she was dead, and then now I'm not. Other thing that came out this
Yeah.
week, Ultimate Wolverine. I just wanted to show you this because this has a really interesting ending. This is the end of the first arc of Ultimate Wolverine, and it ends with Logan waking up in a bunker, surrounded by the X-Men. Like Beast, and I see
Oh,
Abigail Brand and Gambit. Also, Red
so
Guardian
they're
is
finally
there.
bringing them. Okay.
Yes. And then Logan is like normal now. He's okay again. He's back to being Wolverine. Because he was Wolverine in this universe and then became the Winter Soldier. He was like
Right.
Logan and
So,
had and made all these friends, killed Nightcrawler in a previous issue. So yeah.
okay. So now he's back.
Yes.
What issue was that? Number,
6.
that was quick.
6? Is it 6? 6. Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's it, eh?
I guess so, yeah. Nothing else to talk about.
Um, Harper will be back.
And JD, I hope one day.
And
Okay.
yeah, yeah, okay,
All right.
okay,
That was kind of
I'm kidding.
weird.
I'm kidding. Solo videos. It's been a minute.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, but we'll get back there. We have a
We
quick
plan.
spurt, and then
All of us have plans. Yeah.
yes, we do have plans. It'll be fun.
So I might make a more in-depth video going over that Marvel fighting game. Gonna make a Dragon Ball video. You filmed a Fortnite video with Harper a year ago, and you still
Yeah,
haven't made
yeah. I
it.
sent it to Harper. Listen, it's just so much of a bitch to fucking. They're adding Superman and shit into Fortnite, so maybe we all play that as well.
Yeah, I'll play on
But
my Switch too.
yeah. But Harper's gonna update or edit that video, so that'll come out whenever.
Okay.
Whenever.
Uh, That's if you guys have any requests from us, let us know.
Yep.
What? Have we ever?
Em-
Why did I
I
say
don't
that?
know,
Have we ever
just
done a
but
request?
just yeah, yeah. Why open it up now? But do send us emails. I do like those emails. Herostorycomics@gmail.com.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
And send us messages on Instagram. I did notice someone was asking why we did why I should say Harper and Tyler did Karate Kid slander 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I agree. What was the Karate Kid slander?
it's
It's the
crazy to
greatest
me
franchise ever made.
that you still haven't seen this new movie that you were like
Yeah,
glazing
same,
in the lead
same,
up. Like I
same.
could have gone to see it multiple times.
Yeah,
You saw Bring Her Back
yeah.
though. How was that?
Oh, it made me hungry.
That was not what I wanted you to say there.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yum yum
was not.
yum.
Well, you want
I
to eat some
can sure
cantaloupe? You want to eat some table? You want to eat some skin?
I could eat some table.
You could
That's the thing
eat.
that got me the most, actually, more than the skin.
Oh God, that's it. I'm
Gross
hanging
movie,
up.
very well done. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
bye.
Chris movie, good podcast. See you guys. Bye.